They celebrated his election in public and erased him in private. Blanche Kelso Bruce, the first Black man to serve a full term in the United States Senate, walked into a chamber that applauded his presence while quietly working to make sure his power never reached the floor. Born enslaved in Virginia, Bruce taught himself to read, carved out his own freedom, and built a life through discipline, intellect, and relentless self-determination. By the time he reached Mississippi, he was more than a politician. He was a symbol, a Black man who owned land, a Black man who built wealth, a Black man who commanded respect. And that alone made him dangerous. When Bruce entered the Senate in 1875, he carried himself with a calm, deliberate dignity. He spoke with precision. He debated with restraint. He refused to be baited. But behind the polished desks and marble columns, white senators whispered, plotted, and maneuvered. They could not stop him from taking his seat. So they worked to make that seat meaningless. They denied him committee assignments. They buried his proposals. They misrecorded his speeches. They refused to acknowledge him on the floor. And when he rose to speak, some senators physically turned their chairs away, a silent protest against his very existence. This was not loud hatred. This was a quiet sabotage, the kind designed to erase a man without ever touching him. But Bruce refused to disappear. In 1878, he delivered one of the most powerful speeches of Reconstruction, demanding equal treatment for Black Civil War veterans who had been denied pensions, land, and recognition. His voice did not tremble. His posture did not bend. And for a moment, the chamber fell silent, not out of respect, but out of shock. A Black senator had just forced the nation to confront the debt it owed to the men who fought for its survival. That speech cost him. Newspapers mocked him. Senators retaliated. His proposals were blocked with renewed force. And when his term ended, they made sure he would never return. Not because he failed, but because he succeeded. After leaving office, Bruce continued to serve the nation with distinction. But history books minimized him. Senate records reduced him. And the nation forgot him. Not by accident, but by design. Blanche K. Bruce was not a footnote. He was a blueprint, a model of Black statesmanship, discipline, and unshakable dignity. They tried to erase him quietly, but today we restore him loudly. They buried these stories for a reason, because once you know how Black power rose, you can see exactly how it was taken away. And once you see the blueprint, you can recognize every version of it still being used today. This isn't just history. This is the manual. And the fight didn't end in Reconstruction. It just changed clothes. If this episode opened your eyes, don't let the story stop with you. Share it. Talk about it. Challenge the silence that kept these men hidden. This is Black Justice Untold. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.